We got some updates here. What's going on with unemployment? We're going to talk inflation. We're going to talk GDP, and we're going to finish off with our favorite friend from the South, Peter Pumpkinhead. Anyways, I'm James Lowen. Let's get the economic information going here on a beautiful Friday. Shrink this massive melon of mine down a little bit and get into some numbers here. Let's start off with Canada and inflation, the big one. Announcement came out, of course, not a big surprise here, that the rate held at 1.7 in May, basically matching April's pace, so not a big change on that front. And Bank of Canada's core inflation, so this is removing some of the highest, most inflationary things, usually things like gas prices, groceries, etc. And those ones edge down a little bit, all right? So not too much of a massive change on that front. What does that mean for Canada? Well, as far as the other metrics we look at, so inflation is one. We want to look at GDP. Technically, we're still in most definitions in a recession of declining GDP, and we saw GDP go down by it might not sound like a lot, but 0.1% is actually quite significant as far as metrics go on economic basis. So information on the GDP side, we've got a little bit of a reduction. If we take a look further, the labor force survey for May, this was released just a few weeks ago as well. Employment held steady at, basically what we're looking for here is the unemployment rate rose by 0.1% to 7. So we've got inflation, similar, with core down a little bit, GDP down a bit, recession happening, labor force, unemployment up. All signs, if this was any other time, this would definitely, I feel, lead us to having a rate reduction. We'd want to be offsetting all of these figures. We want to make sure that people are spending to bring GDP up. If people are spending, then unemployment goes down, employment goes up. All of those things would be offsetting. What is happening? Well, we've got a friend down in the South who's a little crazy. And the most recent turmoil that he's having, of course, is that he's considering just naming the next Fed. He's just going to replace the Fed and undermine Powell, which is, I've never seemed to be shocked or amazed with the stuff that he decides to do. And here is another one. So why is Canada not moving? This is why. There's too much uncertainty on his end. And so we don't want to be moving too much in Canada without knowing what the hell this guy's going to do. And no one does, including probably Trump. I wanted to show one other little bit of a nugget or a secret on our website. Of course, some would say, call it the world's best website. We got great websites. You're gonna love these ones. Anyways, Trump impersonation aside, if you click on mortgage calculators, this is gonna show our mortgage hub here, which is gonna give you, things like land transfer tax, closing costs, all of these, and you can even extrapolate to print out a full mortgage report, so you can actually get the amortization report in full right there. So you can put in most any information that you want. Click off if you're a first-time home buyer. This will give you the land transfer tax credit on there as well underneath the closing costs, changing rates onto this, amortization, the whole fun, okay? The other characteristic, the other little feature or nugget inside of this one, as far as mortgage calculators go, is if you click on calculators, if you're sitting there wondering, you're going out with a client, you're like, this client's telling me, he makes about 100K. I want to know what he can actually qualify for. And just giving you a general pre-approval. Couple of easy rules. If it's 20% down, you qualify for about 5 times your income. Okay? If it's less than 20% down, about 4.5. All right? Now, if you're unsure, if there's little numbers you're not certain, you can head to this little quick one here. And what purchase price are you considering? All right, well, I'm looking at something at $600,000. Your annual income before taxes, I make $125,000. How much down payment do you have? Oh, I've got $100,000. How much do I spend on car loan payments? This is why this calculator is a bit better than the 4.5 or using the 5, because clients can then put this in to outline and make sure that the number is a bit more adjusted. If someone has no car payments, great. Then those numbers I gave you are great. If they're like, I've got a car loan and my partner has a car lease, together we spend $750, that's going to have massive impact. All right. And if I have as well $5,000 on my credit card debt, but I've got pretty good credit, we can load our results. All right. So with this, you can estimate that you can purchase now a 516 property. Remember, at that 125, we should have been good to 600, right? Using our metrics here. But now we've included those, it's going to give you a bit more of an accurate idea. This, of course, is also optimized. So if you find yourself using it on an iPad or using it on your iPhone, or if you're one of those weird people that has one of those tip calculators called an Android, you can also use it on there. Wonder if you think or know what kind of device I use. Anyways, Loan Group Mortgages. Head to our main page on our website. Click underneath calculators. From calculators, you'll see these options here. So straight from home, you can click from that side down mortgage calculators, drop down to this one, and I have a specific home in mind. And there you go. All right, now you got your pre-approval knowledge going. Have yourself a fantastic long weekend. I hope everyone's going to celebrate by blowing up a little piece of it with incredible fireworks show. All right, I'll be up north if you need me. Ciao for now. Peace.